Hey guys, and welcome back to Luigi's Mansion 2. Last time we explored the interior of the old clockworks. This time we're going for an underground trek. Title drop.
Roll credits.
Luigi's Mansion 2, starring Tom64, featuring X-Gamer Richie.
Have you... This is a massive kind of tangent, but have you heard of CinemaSins?
Yes, I have, and I adore it.
Yes. Basically, now whenever I hear a title drop, my brain just goes, roll credits. Because of that channel, it's just like, ugh!
Especially you have to go on a tangent for these little intro things that EGAD does. It's just a minute of, here's what the mission entails.
Pretty much, and there is no deviation from it, apart from kind of maybe when the Polterpup gets involved, and even then all the Polterpup things are exactly the same.
Don't worry, young one, you have plenty of life left in you. At least a solid half an hour. You ready to go underground, Richie? Get a bit of a, I won't call it mining experience, a horror experience maybe?
I don't know, I mean, we could always go Sonic Underground.
There's nothing more horror-based than that.
Oh dear.
Didn't actually use this last time. If you stay on the shot long enough, the possessor for this mansion, there he is, will actually come out and start flying around the top of the clock tower. He doesn't do it here, partially because I was trying to go for a good take, and nothing ever goes well when Tom tries to go for a good take.
But then also, it's the whole recording curse thing of you record something and just when you want stuff to happen, it just does not happen.
Ooh, nice bit of music here. A little bit of an Arabic sting to it.
Absolutely no idea why they have it, because there is nothing to do with this mansion that links to kind of Arabia at all.
Well, if I said the word Egypt, would that be appropriate?
Yeah, I suppose so, but...
Somebody didn't watch the videos all the way through before we recorded.
Well, I did, and I've got information for later on, but I don't think I necessarily associate Egypt with the Arab world, which is a very bad thing, because they are very close together, and they are kind of essentially the same, but... I don't know, I always think of ancient Egypt when I'm thinking about Egypt, and not necessarily modern Egypt.
Very good. Well, stay on that Egypt, for we'll get to that soon enough. Now we actually get a nice bit of music. This is much more preferable to the stuff than we actually get in the old clockworks. The old clockworks proper, I should say. Bit of a weight puzzle here. Take the stone that the greenie was carrying, plop it on the platform, boom, the Great Risers.
There's a couple of slightly interesting things that they do with stuff that the greenies hold. Like, there's a ruby later on, which a greenie uses as a sort of shield, which is quite cool.
Huh, drilling equipment. Now, why would someone be drilling beneath the old clockworks?
I have no idea, it's a very weird amalgamation of themes, is the old clockworks.
You think it's gonna just be like solely about clocks and time, and then you get to ancient horrors from beneath the Earth's surface.
And there's kind of no rhyme or reason why.
Okay, you just stay there and explode. I'm gonna move on.
I do feel slightly sorry for the robots, because they're kind of small and slightly adorable, and you just kind of have to blow them up. And they have no choice in the matter.
Well, they're automatons, they don't feel pain or regret. Only rage, endless amounts of rage. Here's your time thing, Richie.
Yay!
Solve the puzzle or you'll die.
It's not really a puzzle, is it? It's more open chest, catch golden greenie, and succeed.
Well, the puzzle is, can you open a chest? The condition is catch the golden greenie. The reward is treasure.
I do quite like this one, in the sense of, because it does keep in touch with the whole time theme that we want to be here, that's not necessarily here as much as it needs to be. And also, it's really making me think of Aladdin right now.
Yeah, that bit near the end where Jafar puts Jasmine in an hourglass.
Pretty much.
I love the sped up theme.
I'm always just a fan of anything that's kind of semi-dynamic music.
Oh yeah.
It's just wonderful. I mean, like, this is me coming back to Bayonetta again, but like Bayonetta 2's boss music and stuff like that, they've got a sort of dynamic thing, so you reach a certain point in the boss and the music changes and it keeps building.
Oh yeah.
As you progress, and doing stuff like that is just genius.
Well, going back to Twilight Princess, which is another Hellfire Comms playthrough that's currently ongoing, the stinger when you incapacitate a boss and you can go in for the kill. Mwah! Brilliant bit of music.
I mean, also, like, if you think about Metal Gear Rising,
Oh.
even though they don't necessarily do that type of stinger thing, because I mean Bayonetta does it as well with let's hit the climax and climactic battles and stuff, but Metal Gear Rising, with its music, it kind of has instrumental stuff, and then you reach an awesome bit and the lyrics kick in.
Oh, yes.
And just that sort of stuff, in keeping things dynamic, just lifts your spirits so much.
This is an interesting bit of gameplay here. They basically put mirrors in boxes where you can't see them, so it's reflecting stuff that you think is there. It's kind of an optical illusion. I believe the last ruby of this mission can be found in here, or at least the next one. There might be one more after this.
I honestly cannot remember. They're just everywhere, and I just kind of forget.
No, I just want treasure. I don't care about how much. Give it to me now. There we go. Create a shortcut back. Not that we'll be using it. Our job today is to go deep, deep underground.
And it's just going to be as tedious as you'd expect, really. Because, I mean, just look at how much left of this video you've got to watch.
What they've got to watch, what we've got to talk over, mate.
Well, yes, but, yeah.
People must have been down here recently if there's lit lanterns. I never noticed that before.
Well, it depends who lit the lanterns, because it may very well have been the boos just trying to be sods.
Unintentionally horrifying. Didn't expect Luigi to get mummified in this twee sequel to a horror game, did you? Yes, hide the bomb here. He'll never know.
Also, it's just like, come off it, you kind of have got all these things under control, and yet they didn't think to look in the sarcophagus. It's like, huh?
Well, to be fair, you put dead things in sarcophagi. Do you think they bother to check?
Well, yes, but surely they know Luigi's about and that he's probably just fiddling with everything.
They think Luigi's a pussy, mate. Everyone underestimates Luigi. That's why he always wins in the end.
It's very true.
I don't really understand the point of a hider being here. Oh, well, I get the fact that there's bombs that can damage you, but defeating the hider is not required to actually exit this room. You basically have to pull down this wall and the door is open.
Well, I guess they just wanted to give you an extra ghost to catch, because we haven't caught a ghost in a little while.
Yeah, ooh, getting the shivers, man. Got a ghost catching addiction. Busting makes me feel good, as the old rhyme used to state.
How wonderful, we're losing EGADs.
It's one of those, like, guess the letters kind of puzzles. Are we playing Wheel of Fortune right now, minus the wheel?
Maybe. Although I have to say, I think something along the lines of one of the challenging things in Pointless, that's always quite fun.
I love this. Cue Peach's slide music.
Oh, I love this bit. It's great. I think there's another one or two instances of it later on.
Yep.
And it's just like, ah.
Just a goofy bit of fun is what it is.
So, I mean, slides in video games are always Well, I think in all the ones that I've experienced, they've always just been really fun.
Now, if you are not used to taking on hordes of ghosts, many ghosts at a time, you're probably going to struggle with this room. This is where you definitely start to feel the difficulty spike. Word of advice, pull this out once, maybe twice. Actually, I think twice. Don't pull it all the way, otherwise the sand will start to rise and you'll miss your chance at getting this ruby. There we go, all done. Now we can pull it all the way. What did you accomplish there? You maybe gave me 2 seconds worth of fry, and now you're going to hell for the rest of your life.
Well, he's not going to hell, he's going into the poltergeist ghost capturing chamber thing. At least, yeah.
If you were a ghost who loved fun, put... I can't hear. Can I restart the video, please?
No, Tom, you cannot. You're not doing retakes anymore.
Oh, live edit. Can I get a live edit, please?
Yeah, just skip this video and come back in like 6 months when it has been replaced by a completely new version where we do not get hit.
Also, it's not Luigi's Mansion 2. We've moved on. I don't know what the requirements for getting this gold greenie to appear are, because I read an FAQ which says take out all the greenies up to this point without getting hurt, but obviously that one with the spade kind of cold-clocked me, so I don't know what's going on.
I have no idea. I mean, I think the thing with a lot of FAQs and stuff these days is that there are so many people doing them that sometimes you get a lot of mixed messages about how to get things.
Yeah.
And that can just lead to being a bit of a mess, really.
Requirements getting modelled and so on. That happens a lot around the release of new games, especially Smash Bros. And I told you they could slap you. You didn't believe me, but now you have video evidence. Anyway, around the release of Smash Bros. 3DS, everyone was like, how do you unlock these characters? I tried unlocking, I think, it's on the Smash Bros. Site now, so I guess I could say it, Lucina from Fire Emblem, which you basically get by, I think, playing through with one or more Fire Emblem characters. I played through with the wrong one.
Ah, typical.
It didn't unlock Jack.
Yeah, I have to say, Smash Bros. Is probably one of the worst for misinformation getting out. But then, there is also the thing of, I'm always really surprised at how quickly people get FAQs up of things. It's like, within a day, there is something up somewhere. Unless the game comes out in Europe first, in which case it doesn't come out for months. Which I struggled with Rhythm Thief and I think the Professor Layton games as well, because Miracle Mask and Azran Legacy came out in Europe a reasonable amount of time before they came out in the USA, so guides didn't exist.
Well, I got lucky with Rhythm Thief, because as the name would suggest, that's a rhythm action game. The puzzles are all based on rhythm of some kind, so unless your hands are broken, you're eventually going to pass them. It's not like Professor Layton, which puts a knowledge barrier on things.
It's very true, although there are the puzzle moments. I mean, there was one which is you're trying to get a bus started, and I could not figure that one out for the life of me.
Oh, I think I know which one you mean, yeah. But returning to Luigi's Mansion 2, a bit of a callback to Gloomy Manor here. We've got to pick up this spiderweb ball, light it, and use it to progress down the, what's that, antechamber?
Yes, the antechamber.
I gotta look this up, but in the meantime, have you ever had bullion? Just going back to that boo there?
I have not, but for anyone who doesn't know, it's a French broth, basically, from what I can gather.
I'm reading the definition on Google as we speak.
But funnily enough, in the American version, it isn't called bouillon, it's called poutine, which is based on poutine,
yeah.
Which is a Canadian dish, which is made with French fries topped with a light brown gravy-like sauce and cheese curds, which sounds horrible.
I'm trying to fucking lose weight. Stop tempting me with this shit. Anyway, an antechamber, a small room leading to a main one, which, as you might guess, means we're about to reach the end of the mission.
Pretty much. And I think there's probably going to be enough time for me to have another little lecture about what we're going to come up against.
Okay, well, before you do, may I just say, the atmosphere leading up to this fight, beautiful. It's just quiet. There's basically no music here. All you hear is groans in the distance. That's pure, undistilled atmosphere. And the fact that the lights can go out and the only thing you get is an outline of Luigi, you know, reflected by his torchlight.
It's moments like this when silence is incredibly effective.
Okay, lecture away.
Well, it's kind of a slight spoiler as to what we are about to find, but considering we've found a sarcophagus and there's the slight kind of Egyptian-esque theme going on, you've probably guessed already that we're going to come up against mummy ghosts.
Yeah.
So the whole thing with mummies is, well, obviously it's a deceased person who has had their skin and organs preserved and removed, and they're wrapped in cloth to kind of preserve them.
They're embalmed first.
Yes.
I've watched The Mummy, I know some things.
But, I mean, something that I think probably a lot of people don't know is that even though Egypt is the common thing that everyone knows mummies from, there's actually mummies that are older than ancient Egyptian ones. Apparently, the oldest known deliberate mummy is a child that's one of the Chinchorro mummies from Chile, which dates from around 5050 BCE. And the oldest known naturally mummified corpse is a severed head dated as being about 6,000 years old.
What, were they saving that head for later or something?
I have no idea, and to be perfectly honest, I'd rather not know.
Yeah. The deal with these mummies, who are actually greenies playing a massive ruse on Luigi here, is you gotta flash them with the strobe bulb and make them run into something solid. This can be easier said than done, because sometimes, like, say you're trying to get them to the back of the room, you can't progress past the back of the room, so there must be a wall there, right? Sometimes they'll stop before it.
There is another way of getting them out of the cloth, and that is actually setting them on fire, and that does work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never tried that myself, but that harkens back to Gyptos in Legend of Zelda.
It's great.
Well, we found one of the missing clock hands, but a boffin ghost took it away, so I guess that's what we'll be dealing with on the next installment of Luigi's Mansion 2.
Yay for more busy work.
Can you sense the enthusiasm in our voices? It is palpable. Come on, gold. I already know, but come on, gold. Yes.
Very well done, and you probably can't hear my clapping because it's very quiet, but it is there.
As long as I get mostly golds, I won't cry myself to sleep at night. That was a bit of a weird music glitch there, did you hear that?
I didn't, because I wasn't quite paying attention, but I will believe you that it's there, because Luigi's Mansion 2 does have its bugs.
Well done, Luigi, you accomplished nothing. I mean, you fought some mummy ghosts quite admirably as well, I might add, but we were looking for clock hands.
That's very true, but then we found the clock hand, it just got nicked, as happens a lot.
It was find the clock hands, not retrieve the clock hands, okay. We're almost there.
So close, and yet so far.
Oh, 25 gold! Don't clap. I'm ashamed of myself. Yay. The thing that will kill you? It's easily identifiable.
At least we're nearly halfway through this now.
Really not a fan of old clockworks, are you, Richard?
No.
Once again, leave your opinions in the comments. We will read and then discard them from our minds. That's all for this instalment of Luigi Mansion 2. We'll see you next time for the Halloween episode. Bye bye for now.